Staten Island's Williamson Theater asks the following of this evening's audience. There is no eating, drinking, or smoking in the Williamson Theater. Also, the director of tonight's performance asks there be no flash pictures during the performance, as it is dangerous to the actors on stage. Also, please keep the children away from the front rail, as the pit is a drop down in the first row. Please sit back and enjoy tonight's performance of The Music Man from the Staten Island Civic Theater. Thank you.
2x4 kind of store anymore?
What are you talking? Where do you get it? Proper Model T and all. Take the gambler at the store, at the modern store, at the present day store, at the present day modern departmentalized grocery store. What are you talking?
Where do you get it?
Where do you get it?
You can talk, you can victory, you can talk, you can victory, you can talk.
Victor, you can talk all you want, but it's different than it was. No, it ain't, but you gotta know the territory.
Why, if you need a biscuit made trouble, you need to put the crackers in the package, You need a biscuit in there, sanitary package, made the cracker barrel obsolete. Cracker barrel went out the window with the mail pouch cut plug drawn on stove.
Changing approach to the traveling salesman. Made it pretty hard.
No, it didn't, but you gotta know the territory.
Gone with the hog steak, cascade, Jeremy John. Gone with the sugar barrel, pickle barrel, milk can. Gone with the pub and the tail and the gears.
Ever meet a fella by the name of Hill?
Hill. Just a minute.
Never heard of any salesman, Hill.
Now he doesn't know the territory.
What's the fella's line? Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line.
Well, the cracker barrel being obsolete. Well, do you need a biscuit in an airtight sanitary package or a Model T Ford?
Just a minute.
Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line. Or a doggone thing. He's at the bang, beat, bell ringing, big Paul, radio, necking up the grip drawer, every time a bullseye salesman. That's Professor Hill. Harold Hill.
What's his line?
It's a fake.
And he doesn't know the territory.
What are you talking?
He's a music man.
He's a what?
He's a music man. He sells clarinets to the kids in the town with the big trombones and the rat-a-tat drum.
And the big breast face.
And the piccolo.
Uniforms, too.
With the shiny gold braid on the coat and a big red stripe running down.
I don't know much about bands, but I do know you can make a living selling big trombones.
No, sir.
Mandolin picks, perhaps. And here and there, juice harp.
No, the fella sells bands, boys' bands.
I don't know how he does it, but he lives like a king.
And he dallies and he gathers and he plucks and he shines. And when the man dances, certainly boys, what else? The piper pays him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When the man dances, certainly boys, what else? The piper pays him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. But he doesn't know the territory.
River City. Population 2,212 across the state line into Iowa. River City. Cigarettes illegal in this state. Ford.
All right. If you're all through, I'll tell you about Harold Hill.
You really know Harold Hill?
I never saw him in my life, but I know this much. He's giving every one of us a black eye. After he's gone over a town, the next salesman to arrive gets automatically tarred and feathered and rode out to the city limits on a rail. Wait now, you think that's funny? Well, wait till it happens to you. You're never quite the same again.
But why should he get rode out of town on a rail?
Because in order to sell band instruments and uniforms and instruction books, he has to guarantee to teach the kids to play.
Well,
And to form them kids into a band with himself as the leader.
what's wrong with that?
He don't know one note of music from another. That's what's wrong with that. He can't tell a bass drum from a pipe organ. Oh, I'll catch that swindling two-bit thimble rigger. And when I do, I'll squeal on him so loud.
Good man, Charlie. But I'd sure like to be around when you catch up with that fella.
Yeah, well, only on this trip, not in Iowa. Even the great Professor Harold Hill couldn't sell these neck-bone Hawkeyes out here.
All aboard!
Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I'll have to give mine another try.
I
pretty big slicker when you're in business with me.
I know, but too many close shaves the way you were. Besides, I got myself a nice, comfortable girl. Ethel Toppelmeyer. Boss's niece.
Gone legitimate, huh? I knew you'd come to no good.
So what's the new pitch? You're not back in the band business. I heard you was in steam automobiles.
I was.
What happened?
Somebody actually invented one.
No.
So give me the lowdown here, Marks.
You'll never get anywhere in the band business with these stubborn Ironwoods, Greg. Besides, they've got a stuck-up music teacher here who'll expose you before you get your grip unpacked.
Male or female?
Music teacher, she's the librarian. Female.
Perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. Well, point her out to me if she passes by.
I will. How you gonna start the new pitch?
Oh, same old way. First, keep that music teacher off balance. And then my next step will be to get this town out of the serious trouble it's in.
But River City isn't in any trouble.
Well, then I've got to create something. I have to create a desperate need for a boys' band. You remember. Now what's new around here? What can I use?
Something. Except the billiard ball has got a new pool table.
You never had a pool table before?
Nope. Only billiards.
That'll do. All right, Marson. I'll see you later. And in the meantime, remember, music teacher.
Music teacher.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Dunn. Yep. Either you are closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you're unaware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, I say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a billiard player. Certainly mighty proud. I say I'm always mighty proud to say it. I consider that the hours I spend with a cue in my hand are golden. It helps you cultivate horse sense, and a cool head, and a keen eye. Did you ever take and try to give an ironclad lead to yourself from a three-railed billiard shot? But just as I say, it takes judgment, brains, and maturity to score in a block-line game. I say that a boo, in take and shove a ball in a pocket, and I call that slot. The first big step on the road to the depths of degradation. I say first, medicinal wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pinchback suit. And listening to some big out-of-town Jasper, hear him tell about horse race gambling. Not a wholesome trot race, no, but a race where they set down right on the horse. I'd like to see some stuck-up jockey boy sitting on Dan Patch. Make your blood boil? Well, I should say. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets on a table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum with a capital B that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. And all week long, your River City youth will be frittering away. I say your young men will be frittering. Frittering away there noontime, supper time, chore time too. Get the ball in the pocket. Never mind getting the dandelions pulled with the screen door patch and the beefsteak pounded. Never mind pumping any water till your parents are caught with a cistern empty on a Saturday night, and that's trouble. Yes, you got lots and lots of trouble. I'm talking about kids in the knickerbocker, shirt-tail young ones. Peeking in the pool hall window after school, you got trouble. Folks, right here in River City, trouble with a capital T that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. Now, I know all you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm going to be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on when they're loafing around that hall? They'll be trying out b-ball, trying out Cuban, trying out tailor-made things like cigarette fiends, and bragging on about how they're going to cover up their telltale breath with sense, and one fine night, they leave the pool hall, heading for the dance at the Armory, libertine banners, scarlet women, and ragtime, shameless snoozes, and I'll drag your son, your daughter, to the arms of the jungle, and the instinct, mass hysteria. Friends, the idle brain is the devil's playground. Trouble. Oh, we got trouble. Right here in River City. Right here in River City. The capital T that rhymes with P that stands for pool. That stands for pool. Oh, we got trouble. Yes, sir, we got trouble. Right here in River City. Right here. Gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school. Our children's gonna have trouble. Mothers of River City. Heed that warning before it's too late. Look for the telltale signs of corruption. The minute your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Is there a nicotine stain on his index finger? A dime novelty in a corn crib? Is he starting to memorize jokes from Captain Billy's whiz bang? Are certain words creeping into his conversation? Words like swell and soldier old man. Well, this song, my friends, we got trouble. Oh, we got trouble. Right here in River City. Right here in River City. The capital T that rhymes with P that stands for pool. That stands for pool. We got trouble. Make sure we got trouble. Right here in River City. Right here. Remember the Maine, Plymouth Rock, and the Golden Rule. Our children's gonna have trouble. Oh, we got trouble. We're in terrible, terrible trouble. That game is the
story and all my cowwoman advice. But darling, when a woman has a husband and you run not, why should she take advice from you? Even if you can't walk full like a Shakespeare, and all the other hyphens you bring. Mama, if you don't mind my saying so, you can't have it. I'm taking every Sunday, now I have to change the subject and it's talking about the stranger. And quick as no face, maybe your very last child. Mama, do you think I'll allow a condemnation? Now really, Mama, I have my pleasures and men are concerned, and I have no offense. I know all about the sense of you growing by my sins. So the promise and the life, overculture, measure up to that blender wall. While you say that, no one went for you to come to do yourself. I had Irish imagination, so I discovered this in your library for a book. Well, that is the best I've ever heard.
Thank you. Can I have a drink, please?
May I have a drink?
May I have a drink, please?
You may. Winthrop, it's after dark. Is that a way to walk into this house? Hello. That won't do at all. I'll have a kiss for me boy. That lady over there is your sister, young man.
Hello, Winthrop.
Winthrop, where's your manners?
I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you please come? I'd especially like it if you'd come, Winthrop.
Well, Winthrop, Amaryllis is asked you to her party. Are you going or aren't you?
No.
No what?
No, thank you.
Well, you know the little
my wife, Eulalie McKechnie Shin, for leading the singing. And to J.C. Squires for those fine stereopticon slides. And to Ethel Popplemeyer, our fine piano player. As mayor of River City, I'd like to welcome you all, my fellow River City CNs, to the 4th of July exercises, set up here indoors at Madison Gymnasium on account of the weather. The members of the school board will now present the patriotic tableau. The members of the school board will not present the patriotic tableau. Seems to be some disagreement about costumes. Instead, the Watani girls from the local wigwam of Hiawatha will present the spectacle, My Wife. A spectacle in which my wife, Eulalie McKechnie Shin, will take a leading part.
when Gilmore, Liberati, Pat Conway, the great Creator, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the very same historic day. 76 trombones led the big parade with 110 cornets close at hand. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuos, rose and green of every famous band. 76 trombones from the morning what was my second mistake?
That's Anita. That's the mayor's oldest girl.
Just a minute, Professor Hill. We need your credentials. We're the school board. Academic certificate. Nothing of it,
Letters and papers. Make him put up a bond.
Wait a minute. What am I hearing? You, sir, say ice cream. Ice cream? But I don't sing it. You know what? Then talk then. Down here. Ice cream. On snow. Ice cream. See? Singing is always the same talking. Now you. Ice cream. Now you like me. Ice cream. Now you say. Ladies, from now on, you will never see one of these gentlemen without the other three.
Oh, Professor, you're wrong. Why, these men have hated each other for 15 years.
Ice cream! Ice cream! Ice cream! How can there be any sin, where is our good in goodbye, Your apprehensions confuse me, dear. Puzzle and mystify, tell me why can we bid farewell, dear, while one single star shines above? How can there be any sin unwisdom stealing I don't suppose you live alone, right?
No,
I've got some wonderful carvers over to the hotel.
Mr. Hill.
Professor Hill.
Professor of what? At what college do they give a degree for annoying women on the street like a Saturday night volley at a cosmic dance hall?
Well, no, I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm a conservatory man myself. Gary in the end. Gold medal class or lot 5.
Well, even should that happen to be true, that does not give you the right to follow me around wherever I go. And another thing, Mr. Hill, I'm not as easily mesmerized as some people in this town, and I think it's only fair to warn you that I have shelves full of records and books in there which may very well give me some interesting information about you.
Hey, Gregory.
Oh, hi, myself. And don't call me Craig.
So how'd you make out with the music teacher?
Scrumptious. Had her eating out of the palm of my hand the minute I took my hat.
She did, huh? Boy, did you cut a swap tonight. For a minute, even I thought you knew something about leading the band. Just like when you used to imitate that band concert fellow back in the shop.
Ah, kid stuff. I'm in rare form these days, kid. Just keep your eyes on me for the next 4 weeks.
4 weeks? But it only used to take 10 days for the instruments to arrive.
Still does. Takes 4 weeks for the uniform.
Oh, no, Craig. You haven't added uniforms.
Uniforms and instruction books.
Instruction books? But you can't pass yourself off as a music professor. I mean, not for any 4 weeks.
Mars.
But you're no one note from another.
I have developed a revolutionary new method called the think system, where you don't bother with notes.
But in 4 weeks, the people will want to hear the music. You'll have to lead a band.
Once the uniforms arrive, they forget everything else. It takes long enough for me to collect and leave. Now, this is a refined operation, son. I've got it timed down to the last wave of a brakeman's hand and the last train out of town. Now, if you'll excuse me, Mr. Washburn.
Gonna line yourself up a little canoodling, huh? Say, I can fix you up with that little system. Lovely girl. Teaches Sunday school.
Oh, right out of your wholesome, innocent Sunday school teacher for me. That kind of gal spins webs no spider ever. Listen, boy, a gal who trades on all that purity merely wants to trade my independence for her security. The only affirmative she can file is to marching down the aisle of golden, glorious, gleaming, pristine yachts. No, sir, for no Diana do I play for, and I can tell you that right now. I snarl, I hiss, how can you let me compare to bliss high school? I fizz, for the lady who knows what time it is, I cheer, and I rave, for virtue I'm too late to save the sadder but wiser girl for me. Breathless baby doll maid. No, sir, that kind of child ties knots. No sailor ever knew. I prefer to take a chance on a more adult romance. Doing your best to keep resisting. All the time she keeps insisting. No wide-eyed, wholesome, innocent female. No, sir, for she's the fisherman, I'm the fish you see. I flinch and I shout at the last with the delicate air goes by. I smile. I grin. When a gal with a touch of sin walks in, I hope and I pray for Hester to win just one more A. The sadder but wiser girl's a girl for me. The sadder but wiser girl for me.
Just down the
anyone to make a mistake.
What?
No explanations, no apologies, please. I'll only be in town a short while, and the sadder but wiser girl for me.
Will you please make your selection and leave?
Oh, I have.
Well, what do you want to take out?
The librarian.
Please.
The librarian. Now, listen here. Look. Marion. Marbles. 6 skillies, 8 aggies, a dozen peewees, and the big lassie with an American flag in the middle. I think I'll drop it.
No!
Madam Librarian. What can I do, my dear, to catch your ear? I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marion, heaven help us if the library caught on fire, and the volunteer hose brigademan had to whisper the news to Marion. Madam Librarian. What can I say, my dear, to make it clear? I need you badly, badly, Madam Librarian. Marion, if I stumble and I must in my whatchamacallit, I can lie on your floor unnoticed till my body had turned to Marion. Madam Librarian. Now in the moonlight, a man could sing in the moonlight. And the fellow would know that his darling had heard every word of his song. In the moonlight, helping along. But when I try in here to tell you, dear, I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marion, it's a long lost cause I can never win. For the civilized world accepts his unforgivable sin. And he's talking out loud with any librarian, such as Marion. Madam Librarian. But when I try in here to tell you, dear, I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marion, it's a long lost cause I can never win. For the civilized world accepts his unforgivable sin. And he's talking out loud with any librarian, such as Marion. The ladies' dance committee meets Tuesday nights. Madam Librarian. Marshmallow? Well, not a bad day, Tommy. 11 sales out of 12 tries. I'll tell you what, it's almost noon. You better get home and get some dinner. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, Professor. And thanks, Tommy.
There. Are you soliciting? You haven't got a license.
Well, no. You see, I doorbells. This particular specimen has an unusual...
Flattery will not avail you. Soliciting is statutory in this county. Malfeasance without a permit. By the way, why haven't you been down at City Hall with your papers?
Well, I guess I must have missed you in it. Well, wait. Wait, it's familiar hand.
What?
The spread of that little finger. It's hereditary.
Oh no, what's that mean?
What does it mean? It means that your son's finger is perfectly situated to operate the spit valve in a B-flat flugelhole.
Is that good?
Good. It means that America has at last produced an orchestra that can flugel the minute waltz in 50 seconds.
Oh, where can I get one of these instruments?
Sign right here. That'll be $17 imported.
Just think I could have. I don't have any son. You unscrupulous Rubinite! You unscrupulous! I'll see you down at City Hall to buy my papers at 3 o'clock.
This afternoon?
I couldn't make myself any plainer if I was a Quaker on a day off.
Mrs. Peru, do you realize you have the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
I don't think I understand you entirely, Professor.
Well, if your son has that same firm chin and those splendid facial muscles, then by George, not that it could ever really be great behind you, but
Oh, is that so? And in the name of St. Bridget, why ever not?
well, you see, all the great cornet players were Irish. O'Clock, O'Mendes, O'Clyde.
But Professor, we are Irish.
No, really? Oh, that clinches it. Your son was born to play the cornet. Sign right here. That'll be $7 earnest money. Nothing more due until the first installment, payable on opening day of band practice. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, I'll need the measurements for his uniform.
His uniform.
Why, hello there, son. Well, certainly his uniform. And nothing due until delivery, which gives him 4 weeks to enjoy, to anticipate, to imagine, at no extra cost whatsoever. Never allow the demands of tomorrow to interfere with the pleasures and excitement of today.
We'll have
A stripe? Certainly, my boy. A wide red one on each side. What do you think of that?
Well, you'll have to excuse Winthrop, Professor. We can hardly get him to say 3 words a day even to us. But if anybody can do it, I bet you can. I pick you out in a crowd for being a hard-carrying, clay pipe smoking, shamrock wearing, harp playing, Navanese kitchen, Harris Hall, minstrel singing Irishman. Be gone in your jammers. Where are you from, me boy?
Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. I knew it. Where'd you say?
Gary, Indiana. As a matter of fact, Gary Conservatory was my alma mater.
Ooh, was she now?
Yes, a gold medal class of art pop. Oh, how do you do, Miss Brew?
how to do, Mr. Hill.
Of course, Brew, I knew that name sounded familiar. I've been trying to see you since the other day.
He wants to put Winthrop into the band.
We're not interested, Mama.
But Marion, the boy may have his father's musical gift. I mean, he does have my jaw, you know.
Oh, the boy's father musical? Well, I'll have to talk to him.
You
I'm sure
know
that
what
we...
birth is people homes like this? Pride is a personal affair. I said we're not interested. Marion.
Well, that makes 1 for and 1 against. What will the boy's father decide?
The boy's father is dead. Is there anything else?
Well, I'm sorry. Look, that's all the more reason why your brother should have something
My
like this.
brother is a 10-year-old problem child who can't understand why his father was taken away from him. Would you care to explain it to him? He's been brooding about it for 2 years. And as to your musical tricks, Professor Hill, why don't you go into business with some nice carnival man who sells gold-painted watches and glass diamond rings?
Musical tricks? Why, Miss Brew, what? I get the feeling she likes the idea. Oh, a little bit cautious perhaps, but I admire that.
And I hope not forever. Oh, darling, when are you ever gonna start thinking about your future? Gary, Indiana, conservation class of all 5. Darling,
Mama, surely a girl's future doesn't depend on every traveling man that comes to town. And the fact that he claims his commodity is music does not, in this particular case, impress me.
all right, darling, all right. But it's a well-known principle that if you keep the flint in one drawer and the steel in another, you can't strike up much of a fire.
Mama! Winthrop! Winthrop, come here. Winthrop? Winthrop, I want you to go to the library and ask Miss Grubb to give you the book that I set aside. It's the Indiana State Educational Journal, 1890 to 1910. Now, it's a large volume with gold lettering.
Do I have to?
Well, you don't have to speak to anyone. I've written it all down for you. Now, go along. Come on.
Now what are you up to? What do you be needing books for at this hour of the night?
Well, I have a feeling that the Indiana Journal will help you poke some large holes in the professor's plate.
Well, I give up. At your age, if you don't mind me asking, what sort of a white knight do you expect to come riding along?
Well, I'm not waiting
Tuesday nights at the high school.
fancy advance. I'll handle Zanita.
My God.
Take it up with that wild kid from the other side of town. I don't know what's got into you.
Mr. Mayor, if I could just make you understand.
Well, you can. And by the way, thanks for nothing. I went through that book you gave me last week from cover to cover and didn't find a thing.
Mr. Mayor, if you please.
Sills, I'll settle your hash later. Right now, I gotta get the premises off of my oldest girl. Yes?
All right, and I just want you to know that I am vouching for Tommy the Gypsy. That boy's got the confidence of every boy in town. And I want you to know that you'll be standing on line, waiting to shake his hand after the band gives its first concert.
By the time your band gives its first concert, the members will have to foregather in their wheelchairs on account of the broken legs they'll have suffered from tripping over their fears. Now let me tell you, my feathered fine my young, never mind. Oh, Casey, Olin, Ewan, I want that man's papers and I want him tonight. You better stick close by him. He's slipperier than a Mississippi sturgeon.
You mean you want us to get his credentials?
Get his credentials or get him in jail. I couldn't make myself any clearer if it was a button hook in well water.
Professor Hill, why these mayors seem to hate outlandishly, and I think it is wonderful of you to come to talk to that.
Oh, that was nothing.
Oh, yes, it was.
Oh, no. A man can't dodge the issue every time a little personal risk is involved. What's the poet say? The coward dies 1,000 deaths, the brave man lived 500. And unfortunately, the mayor was already a man that I kind of let fool for. Now, of course, if I were to get a recommendation from a musical authority such as yourself, well, but I couldn't think of asking you to do a thing like that.
Why, Professor Hill,
You would?
I'd be glad to. I just wish I was a bit more informed. Professor Hill, I've been meaning to speak to you about Winford's cornet.
His cornet, mother of pearl key.
Well, I'm sure it's fine, you see, but he never touches it. For the first week or so, he made a few experimental blacks, I guess you might say.
Yes,
And
blacks.
he sings the minuet in G almost constantly.
La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da.
La-di-da, la-di-da. But he never touches the cornet.
Well, you see,
He
this...
said you told him it wasn't necessary.
Well,
He talked to me about some thing system that if he thinks the minuet in G, then he won't have to bother with the notes. Now, Professor,
Miss Marion, the think system is a revolutionary method, I'll admit. But so is Galileo's conception of the universe, Columbus's conception of the age and glory, Bach's conception of the well-tempered cloud core. Now, I cannot discuss these things in public, but if you will allow me to call, when can I call?
Why? Any night this week? Pickle and tuckle, shake, 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 come on, pick a little more, pickle, 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 a woman like you, she's gone, I feel sorry for me. You are so cheap, just when the school you come and make it up. Cheap, 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 cereal princess. Cheap, 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 when you talk to your hair, the shoe is yours for me. You know that I want to cheap, cheap, short, it's so up here, from her women's heart to cheap, 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 fair, cheap, cheap, cheap,
Just a minute, Professor. We have our orders. We've all been done.
Well, congratulations. Now, well, let's see. All this week, we've been trying to get my credentials for you gentlemen, and we seem to be getting off the subject somehow. Now, I have all that you require up in my hotel room. It will only take a second.
Just a minute. I'll have to go with you.
Oh, well, let me see if I have my key. Oh, what's this? Ah, Madame Reed, the only female bassoon player to play on the Red Pat circuit. Her stage name, of course. She was from Moline, Lida Rose Quackenbush. Could I see that? Oh, well, no, it's really a very simple name to remember. Lida Rose. Just like the old song. Lida Rose, I'm home again, Rose. Get the sun back in the sky. Lida Rose, now everyone knows about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ring, I can hear the chapel bells now.
Icicle storm roof, my eyes dry. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da.
Oh, Mama, leave the dishes. I'll do them.
Don't you have to get dressed for the sociable?
There's plenty of time later.
The Shins live around here somewhere.
Well, the Shin home is on East Elm. This is West Elm.
Oh, crikey. I see that you're the piano teacher in town. You must know about this fella Hill forming a boys band here.
Yes.
And well, don't let it worry you no more. I got the goods on him in spades, that swindling two-bit thimble rigger. That's why I got to see Shin. I'm just passing through. Number 8 makes a 15-minute water stop. Oh, but I wish it were 20. Oh, I would sure like to concentrate 5 minutes on you, girly girl.
Who are you?
The name's Charlie Cowan, ambulance salesman. But just now I'm out to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity from this swindler.
Mr. Cowan, you're making a big mistake.
Mistake my old lady's corset cover. Why, this fella's been the raspberry seed in my wisdom tooth just long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me, and he's not going to spoil Iowa. Say, what kind of music teacher are you? You didn't see through him? Why, this man is no more professor than I'm...
I know all about that. Band leaders are always called professor. It's a harmless deception. But he's a fine director, and I think he's
Oh, wait a minute. Fine director? Now, have you heard one note of music from any band?
No, but that doesn't...
But nothing, girly girl. This fella never formed a band in his life. And he never will.
You'll just listen to me for a minute.
Oh, I'd like to. Oh, I'd like to do more than that. If I had the time. I sure got the inclination. But I gotta get back on that train. And I gotta leave this dynamite with somebody on the way to the depot. Bye, girly girl. I'll see you next time the route.
The depot, you'll have to catch it at the crossing.
Oh, no, sir. I've got to leave word about this fella Hill. And I can see that you ain't the one to leave it with.
Well, just a minute. You don't know me yet.
Oh. Is that in the invitation?
No, I mean, I don't know you well enough.
Yes.
Well, I
I
mean, as,
need more time anyway.
I mean, as well as I'd like to.
Well, there's no trouble there, girly girl.
Well, I never met a man who sells ampules before. That's something quite different.
Yes. Takes a real salesman, I can tell you that. Gambles have a very limited appeal, you know. Good. If I miss that train, I'll get fired. And I gotta leave word about this fella Hill.
Leave word with me.
Oh, not on your tin type. Now, how do I know that you deliver these letters?
Well, try me. There's a train. I'll run for it.
Don't you look. Who do you think you're protecting? That fella's got a girl in every county in Illinois. And he's taking it away from every one of them. And that's 102 counties. Not counting the piano teachers like you that he cozies up to just to keep their mouths shut. Well, neither one of you has heard the last of me, girly girl.
Marion? Marion, dear? Marion? Who was you talking to just now?
What, Professor Hill?
Mrs. Brewer, top of the evening. Miss Marion.
You and Marion go over and sit. I've got some jelly inside on the stove.
Mama, there's no jelly on the stove.
I'll put some on.
Miss Marion. You did ask me to call.
Well,
Well, now, I don't need to suggest your invitation for anything but academic enlightenment. The thing, sister, I've stopped by to explain it to you a time or two this week, but there are always lots of people around. Mostly ladies, I thought.
Yes, Mrs. Squires, it's a debate.
Oh, well, I'm glad. Wouldn't mind anybody beating my time. You would you? No, then. Well, evidently it's not the convenient night. I'll see you at the sociable later.
Professor Hill, well, is it true that you've had 100? But what I'm trying to say
Yes.
is it really true that you developed a think system?
What? Oh, well, think system. Yes, think system. Think system, yes. Well, yes, it's really very simple. Well, it's almost as simple as whistling. Nobody has to tell you how to use your lips when you whistle. You just think a tune and it comes out clearly. Here. Now, why not try this before you ask any questions?
I take your word for it.
Could we please sit down?
Are all music teachers as dense as I am?
Oh, music teacher.
Well, I dare say you've met dozens, maybe even hundreds.
I suppose.
Have they all been as fascinated as I have with the think system?
Some more, some less. One young lady actually thought of the same system before I got to her town. She showed me a few refinements.
Oh, I see.
If I said something wrong,
Please don't let me keep you, Professor Hill. You must have many more important things to tend to than to explain the think system to me.
can't think of one.
I must be very dull company for a man of your experience.
Now say, whatever gave you that idea?
One hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
Miss Marion, you can't believe everything you hear. One also hears rumors about librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Manny.
Uncle Matty?
Yes, Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me an assured job so that Mother and Winthrop and I could have some security. Now, surely you don't
No,
believe
of
that
course
I...
not. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Now, why do you suppose people start rumors?
Narrow-mindedness, jealousy. But jealousy mostly, I guess.
Exactly. And it's jealousy that mostly starts rumors about traveling salesmen. Now, what have you heard?
Well, nothing about you personally, just generally.
What have you heard generally?
Well, just that... Well, it stands to reason that jealousy and deception can lead to... Well, take you, for instance, and your intentions to customers and teachers. Well, they might easily be misinterpreted, mightn't they? Well, I mean, honestly, now, mightn't they?
Well,
And if another salesman were jealous, well, they could be downright nice, couldn't they?
what could?
Rumors and things.
Of course.
Well, it just proves that you shouldn't believe everything you hear. Now, if you discuss things,
Miss Marion, I would be delighted to discuss anything in the world with you. But couldn't we please do it sitting down? I mean, you do sit, your legs bending on.
well, we could sit here.
Or we could sit on a big hollow log down at the footbridge.
Oh, I wouldn't think of it. I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my life.
Just to talk.
No, I have to dress for the social.
Meet me at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
I just can't, really. Maybe some other time, maybe tomorrow.
My dear little librarian, I'll open up tomorrow so you find you collected nothing but a lot of empty estimates. I don't know about you,
Here's most of the dough. I got Tommy to collect it. He's trying to keep me out of sight of these. Intend to hold a band practice over at the lumberyard.
All right, Marcel, look, you go get the ring.
I got it.
What time's the freight go?
9:40 to the junction.
It's not even 8:30 yet.
Listen, you want to turn the world around here and get yourself caught in a bunny trap, you go ahead.
Listen, I'll meet you at the hotel later. Go. Oh, Miss Mary. Well, you're late.
But you said 15 minutes.
Well, I meant you're 26 years late. Took you this long to get down the footbridge with a fella.
Well, if you want to know the truth, it almost took longer.
Oh?
Well, halfway here, I nearly turned back. I suppose I'm not the first to find it easy to think clearly when not under the spell of your salesmanship.
No, certainly you couldn't believe that I'd be trying to sell you anything.
Oh, no, you gave me some. That's why I'm sorry.
I don't recall giving you anything.
Oh, yes, you have. Something beautiful. That's why I came. Glad. Please don't be afraid that I expect too much more. One can expect the traveling salesman to see the I know if there's any courts at all, we'll probably get more. That's no reason for me not to be grateful for what was left behind.
Mary.
There were bells on the hill, but I never heard them ring. No, I never heard them all. There were birds in the sky, but I never saw rain. No, I never and there was Lucy, and there were wonderful roses. They tell me their sweet There was love all around, but I
Mary, there's so much you don't know about me. Excuse me, I'm expecting a telegram from Hector Berlioz. This could be it.
Now, say, who's the salesman around here? Sounds like she's selling and you're buying.
You nuts. I didn't know I was going to be able to leave tonight. I had to keep her off balance, didn't I?
If she was any further off balance, you can tell her from a catboat in a hurricane.
Listen, Buster Brown, I came up through the ranks on this skirmish. I'm not resigning without my commission.
But you can't get anywhere, not right out here on the footbridge.
There's a place over at Old Madison Picnic Park. They'll make this footbridge up an old folks home. I'll meet you there late. Go! Never a peaceful moment in the music business. Now that, where were we?
You were about to tell me what I didn't know about you.
Yeah, well, we really have to go to that If you knew, why did you? Why, you little... Well, 110 more next played the air. So I modestly took my place as a one and only base, and I moved on up and down the square.
Good night, my someone. Good night, my love.
Well, 110 more next to the city.
A star is shining, its bright is light.
There were horns of every shape and sweet dreams,
While 110 more gets play the air.
I wish I may, and I wish I might. Now good night, my someone.
Greg, this guy's crazy. He's been all over town doing everything.
I'll say I'm crazy. I missed my train. I probably lost my job. But I got you now, Bill. And you'll pay. Well, you'd be in a clink right now if it hadn't been for that piano teacher. Yeah, I told her all about you. And what'd she do?